All right, all right, all right, all right. So, guys, you all are welcome back to this channel. You all are welcome back to my live session this evening. You know, today was the Edo State a gubernatorial uh, governorship election. You know, it happened live in Edo State, and we all know that APC was actually against almost every party that was the APC was doing everything possible to make sure that they rigged that election. They made sure that they did everything possible to rig that election. Now look at the headline we are going to be talking about today because things really happened in that Edo state. Today that was the gubernatorial election. Then things happened though, and this was what happened today in Edo State. Police arrest two political thugs and recover firearms. Nigeria has gotten to a point that in every election that they are doing, that they must hire political thugs. Nigeria can't do anything without hiring anything election without trying to rig it. Now, police arrest two political thugs and recover firearms. The Nigerian police force says operatives arrested two suspected political thugs and seized firearms. If you see these firearms that these people were carrying, you'll be wondering who was their sponsor. They seized the firearms during the overnight raids in Edo State as the governorship election in the state gets underway. So, guys, in a statement on Saturday, being today, Muyiwa Adejobi Force spokesperson said, the arrest and seizures were made following of a, creep off. The Nigerian police force has made a significant breakthrough in, its efforts to curb electoral violence in Edo State with the arrest of two political thugs. And they even showed their names. One of them was Edwin Obama, a 43-year-old man, somebody's father. You can imagine. A 43 years old man was being used by these politicians, was being used by these, I wouldn't know the party that hired them, but I know that APC was actually doing everything possible to make sure that they are going to rig this election. Because all these things they are doing it for 2027 presidential election that is coming on very soon. These guys are they are doing so many things to make sure that APC, is captures the whole states in Nigeria. You won't be shocked after this election. Now you hear that APC has won the election. That's in fact it has become a norm in Nigeria that after election, just know that the election is going to be rigged. Just know that the election is going. Look at INEC. INEC is now a puppet that is being used by politicians. They can't they can't give a free and fair election. Now they have hired thugs to go and steal ballot box and all that. But Nigerian police, they they actually caught them and then they have booked them, they have arrested them. So a 43 years old man was the person that was hired, and the 41-year-old PDP member from Ubobo quarters, Igara Akoko Edo. That was what the statement reads. Now, all these people they are mentioning now, they are people's father. They are people's father, 41 and 43 years old people being used by the government, being used by politicians to achieve their own selfish gains. Why are you trying to impose? Why are you trying to impose? You know, people on a state? Why are you trying to impose somebody that the people doesn't want to vote for? You are trying to impose the person on them. Can't you allow the person to vote for who they want to vote? You're now imposing somebody on people. They are the ones to choose whoever they want them to lead them. But these people, they don't want it to be like that. There's nothing like free and fair election in Nigeria. So upon searching the bags in their possession, three cut to size locally fabricated pesos, as you can see in that picture. Pesos. They were found with pesos. Three size locally fabricated pesos were discovered on them. Which one locally made, it was a locally made gun which was recovered from this man that was holding that gun, this man that you are seeing in that picture. So these arrests are a testament to the Nigerian police force commitment to maintaining law and order and ensuring a peaceful electoral process. Now, the police and other supporting security agencies will not tolerate any form of violence of disorderliness during the election in those states. The suspects are currently in the custody, and they will face full weight of the law. They will face full weight of the law. They will surely face full weight of the law. The police reassured the public of its dedication to protecting lives and properties and all that. And they are urging the citizens. They are urging the citizens to report any suspicious activities to the nearest police station or via any of their published helplines. 17 political parties are battling for the votes of 2.2 million electorates in the election because of these people, because of how they hire these people to come and destroy that election. You can imagine how these people are desperate. You can imagine how they are desperate to take that position. And this former PDP governor, he doesn't even need to campaign because if he had done what he's supposed to do in in Edo, his works would have been speaking for him. His works would have been speaking for him because if he had done if he had done some infrastructural developments in that Edo state, in fact, he wouldn't tell the people to vote for what is right. They know what is right and they are seeing everything you are doing. They would vote for the right person. But this one he was campaigning, saying all manner of things. In fact, he said a whole lot of things in that his campaign. And now they are now hiring political talks to come and to come and disrupt the election that was being held in Edo State. But thank God they were arrested. They were arrested. So many things happened in this Edo election. Many things happened, and this is part of it. This political, in fact, it was very very sure that they were going to hire this kind of thing because APC they are very very desperate. You know why I'm saying APC here? Why I'm saying APC is because this APC people, when it comes to anything election, when it comes to election, they are very desperate because they already have a president that is from APC and all that, and many people in power are in APC, and they want to and they want to make sure that that man comes back for second tenure. So that's why they are doing all these things so that they can, secure the states, all the states in Nigeria, to make sure that they are going to be, APC members and all that. So, guys, there is this update I saw online. You know, when I tell you that things are happening in Nigeria, you believe me that things are actually happening in Nigeria. This picture you are seeing here is Tinubu's minister. He's under fire for alleged link with bandits. This man is under fire for alleged links with bandits. The minister of the state for defense, his name is Bello Matawali, is under fire after being linked with terrorism in the country. These are people instigating insecurity in Nigeria. Matawale is alleged to, have procured vehicles for bandit leaders, including the notorious kingpin Bello Toji and others. We are, serving as Zamfara State governor. You can imagine the current state governor Daud Alawa, who appeared on TVC, a national television station, on Wednesday, urged the minister to resign. He said, if I were him, Matawale, he was referring to Matawale, I would resign and face all the allegations against me because from all the information that they gathered, the predecessor was fully involved in some of this banditry. And when you check all these things, they're using all these things to achieve their own selfish desires. So, guys, according to Lawal, the former governor kept terrorists at the government house and a ransom was paid to terrorists through the government. You can imagine. You can imagine they are now using this terrorism business. They're now using this terrorism as a business in Nigeria. And nobody will question them. That's the most thing that is baffling me in this Nigeria. Nobody is going to. In May 2023, there was this allegation of misappropriation of 70 billion naira. They released that that money. They released the 70 billion. They said it was a child's play compared to what they have. This information is before the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. And I wonder how this guy was cleared, by the security operatives to become a minister. That is the kind of that is kind of country we find ourselves. We are still waiting to hear from the FCC. The case has been on for a year now. This is people's money. We really need the money in Zamfara to address, the challenges they are facing. The presidential aide contacted to speak on the matter, declined comment. They said you will get to the answer to your question. He said you will get the answer to your question when the president announces the new cabinet list soon. That was what the source said. So it is not the first time Matawali will face accusation of sponsoring banditry. They were aware of these things and they know that this man is a terrorist himself. And they still made him a minister. They still made him in January 2022 while serving as a state governor under the All Progressive Congress APC. The opposition people the opposition People's Democratic Party, that's PDP, had called for Matawale's resignation over alleged banditry sponsorship. That means that it's not even today that thing started, and they knew all these things, and they still made him a minister now. The APC has, countered the allegation because he's part of them. They countered the allegation, insisting it was because he defected from the PDP to the APC at that time. They now say that's why they are raising false allegations against him. Even an Islamic cleric, Bello Asada, also accused him of sponsoring bandits. Now tell me, if all these people are accusing one person of sponsoring bandits, why would you think is true? So guys, I would want you to air your views in the comment section on what you think about this video and about this live section and what you think about it. We have actually come to the end of this live section. Please, if you're into this channel, just do well to subscribe, like, and also drop your comments below. I'll see you guys in my next live section.